Pahlavi text translated by E.W. West, Part 4, Contents of the Nasks, Clarendon, Oxford University Press, 1892, Dinkard, Book 8, Chapter 29. 1. One section is the Nirangastan ritual code, particulars about the ritual of the ceremonial of the sacred beings, that which is important and goes to the bridge of judgment, the exceeding meritoriousness owing to an ample number of raspis in the ceremonial, and as to the Avesta, the Zote and Raspi are both for various phrases. Those which are for the speaking of the one are for the hearing of the other. 2. About the sacred cake and whatever's on the same subject. 3. About abstaining from the drinking of wines at the same time as the ceremonial. 4. About the quality, saman, of the voice in reciting the Avesta in a ceremonial, and the Avesta which is twice recited and thrice or 4 times recited. 5. About the ceremonial and the conducting of that ceremonial, whose Zote, or Raspi, is a Tanapuhar sinner. 6. About the Zote duty of a woman or child. 7. About a decision as regards him who is cursed by the Mazda worshipping religion. 8. About the sin of him who does not solemnize a season festival, and how the case is when it is solemnized by him. 9. About the limits of the 5 periods of the day and night, and the ceremonies of the same periods. 10. About the kinds of peculiarity of the things for the season festivals, and other good works produced authorizedly. 11. About the quantity of holy water which is due to one sheep, the inspection and consideration in providing the sheep, the freedom from sickness due to contamination and other defects, even in a lawful place, and the exemption from the appliances and attacks of noxious creatures, the ritual for making it, and deciding about the maker, producer, and carrier, the taster, and the giver to him. 12. The reason of the slaughter, and whatever's on the same subject. 13. About the position and duty of the Zote and Raspis in the ceremonial. 14. About the perfect ceremonial, the gift to a righteous man who has become a teacher and examiner of the wisdom of the righteous, and what is on the same subjects. 15. About the sacred shirt and thread girdle, that is from what it is proper to make them, and whatever's on the same subjects. 16. About gathering and tying the sacred twigs, and on the same subject. 17. About the proportion of firewood in various parts of the ceremonial, and the mode of bringing it forward, that for the household fire, and the priestly fire of Vahiram, Vavrahran. 18. About a ceremonial amid great opulence, that which is amid medium opulence, that which is amid little opulence, and a decision as regards want of opulence. 19. About always celebrating the ceremonies of the sacred beings for that which has occurred, and not neglecting them in any way. 20. About the cases where mankind observantly and also unobservantly celebrate the ceremonies of the sacred beings, that is, which is he who observantly and he who unobservantly does so, with advice about observantly celebrating the ceremonies of the sacred beings. 21. About the cleanliness of the body and clothing of the celebrator of the ceremony, the assurance of his mind from sin, the ablution of the apparatus of the place of the exalted Vulandani, the cleanliness of the place of the ceremonial, the distance therefrom for any degree of manifest pollution and stench, and whatever's on the same subject. 22. About the ceremonial of the waters and their creatures, the vigor of healthfulness, the possession of the brilliancy of heaven, the bountifulness of the spirit of the waters, and whatever's on the same subject. 23. About the celebration of a ceremonial, which is an ordinance of duties for the sake of a happy state of gladness, Coop, Parkadni, and happy consequences, and also many other statements on the same subject. 24, about the ceremonial as proper and improper, beneficial and not beneficial. 25, about the families of Zarathustra, Havov, and Vistasp as regards the account, Aush, Murisno, and ceremonial of the religion and their nature. Now, if you're going to use opulence or not use opulence or whatever that you have that you're using, certainly you can turn these things towards ritual use. But don't let the lack of one thing or another stop you from performing the rituals as far as the verses and symbolic poses and stuff go.